Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. I'm Rebecca, the program director for the Joslyn Center, and I'm working from home again today, so you guys get an update on the Foster Kittens. So you'll notice that our eyes are open now. Yay! They are 14 days old today. 2 weeks. They are both, here, I'll show you. Come here. I'll show you, brother. They are both bigger than average for their age. That being said, Gamgee, which is this one, is still about 50 grams heavier than his brother. But they have open eyes. They are just starting to wander around a little bit. They can hear just a tiny bit. And just because their eyes are open doesn't mean that they have great eyesight. So if I don't watch them, they will walk right off this box. They won't even care. But now that they are 2 weeks, they are, instead of eating every 2 to 3 hours, we're starting to transition them to eating every 3 to 4 hours, thank goodness, because, they're starting to interact with each other a little bit. They notice each other, they reach for each other. They're very cute in that way. Gamgee's trying to fall off here. There we go. So I'm going to show you guys. I know we fed them last week when I showed you these guys. They might not be super hungry today because they just ate a little while ago. But we'll see if Gamgee wants a bottle. He can't quite lift his head up really well yet. It's still pretty heavy for his neck muscles. But we're getting there. So I'm going to give him a little hand. Kittens need to be fed on their bellies. You can't feed them on their backs like you'd feed a human baby. So we're trying to encourage them to sit up on their own, but it's hard when you're just 14 days old. The other good option when these guys are a little fussy or a little fighting and they don't want to eat on standing up, then we swaddle them like you would a human baby. So if you tuck them into a little rag and wrap it around, is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? We call this a burrito. And Gamgee loves this burrito. And sometimes they will eat if they're wrapped up because they feel nice and secure. Oh yes, that's yummy, huh? I know. So the other thing, oh, there he goes. The other thing that these guys like is a little brush. If you can use a soft toothbrush for them, and give them just a little bit of a brush. Kittens love this. It feels just a little bit like their mom's tongue, which these guys do not have. So I can also give them a super cute little mohawk. So the soft toothbrushes are nice to have around. We also have these little hearts. It is a heartbeat, so if I turn it on, it goes, you might be able to hear it. I'll hold it right here. If you can hear that, it's a little heartbeat. We put this either inside of a stuffed animal, which they like a lot, or under their blankets, and that helps them feel like there's a little mama's heartbeat next to them too. So that is always nice. And when they get a little bit bigger, we've got a bigger brush to use on them, but since he's happily tucked right now, I won't bother him with that. Huh? Did you get to see everybody? Did you say hello? You did. All right, let's take you out, Gamgee. So, it has been, he misses his swaddle. It's been nice the last couple weeks to have the option to work at home with these guys. I know we talked last week, hold on, about how important it is to get involved in the community and to get involved in a charity or organization to volunteer. So the other thing I want to talk about this week is something new that we're starting up at the Joslyn. So I know that it's been hard coming up with programming for you guys while we are separated. We've got this, obviously, weekdays at 11 going live. And then we also have our virtual learning series every day at 2 o'clock on Facebook. we are starting up brand new something called special delivery. So for special delivery, we wanted to give people a low-tech option to connect with each other. You want to try bottle? So if you would like to make a card or write a letter for one of the homebound or isolated seniors in our community, or for any of our Meals on Wheels volunteers, or for our essential Joslyn staff that's that's still at work, we would love to help distribute those. So if you write a card or a letter, you can you can send them to the Joslyn Center, attention Rebecca Ruffing, or you can drop it by our front desk. We've got a mailbox on the front porch. So starting on Monday, if you want to just drop it in the mailbox, then there's no contact, and we can get those letters to people who really need it, and it would really make them feel good during this time of isolation to know that there's people out there thinking of them and looking out for them. He's apparently hungry, but he doesn't want to stand up, so we'll see if he wants to do a swaddle. There we go. So that's called special delivery. Look out for it on Monday in the e-newsletter. If you do not currently get our e-newsletter every Monday morning, then message us with your email address, because we would love to add you to the distribution list. I know, it's so hard to be a kitten. Yeah, just message us your email and we'll add you. He thinks he's hungry. There we go. Our e-newsletter has a lot of great information in it. We talk about anything new that's happening, any messages we need to get out, any alerts. Those are all in that. So if you don't get it, let us know. We'll add you. And and I will continue trying to feed these guys. Again, we do this every 3 hours. But they're just so cute. How could you not love them? Let's try her. You gonna try one more time? Can you try one more time? There we go. Oh yes, that's a good boy. So kittens have a really unique way of latching onto the bottle. They curl their tongue. I'm going to show you. It'll look a little weird, but they curl it like that, and that's how they suck off of the bottle. And if they are too excited or too riled up to get a good latch, then it can be very difficult to feed them. But he's getting there. He's deciding. Good boy. Good kitten. Good job. So I'm gonna wipe off his little milk mustache, and we are going to say goodbye because these guys gotta go back to bed. So Strider, say goodnight, everybody. Hopefully we will see you next week, and they will be even bigger and naughtier than they are now. Say bye-bye.